What's up, ladies and gentlemen? chuckfinleLP here with Let's Play Sly Cooper Thieves in Time Part 4. We are here in front of something fishy with Murray. We'll go ahead and start that mission.
Well, this is no vacation, Murray. We need to help Ryuichi get back on track as a sushi chef. And what he needs most right now is fish. We're here because these caves are his secret spot for catching the best fish. Unfortunately, judging from this security lock, it looks like El Jefe's been here too.
Can you open it, buddy?
Are you kidding? I've never met a system I couldn't hack. Don't worry, Murray. We'll be fishing in no time.
Alright, so we're going to have to do a Bentley hacking mission, another one. Okay, good. This one's, I wouldn't say really.
Alright, navigation is smooth and steady. The right stick should fire my virus packets. Check.
So you can see the purple stuff is a barrier that you have to shoot through. There is a trophy for getting through one of these without collecting these little yellow.
I can absorb those ion bits to level up. Of course, by combining multiple ionic particles, I can supercharge my attack.
There is a trophy for not leveling up. I'm pretty sure you can collect the ion things, but you cannot. There's a trophy for not leveling up at all and beating one of these. Of course, the first level would be the easiest, but I actually did it on level 2, or I guess not level 2, but the second version of this. I guess I could have shown it off, but since I already have the trophy, I wasn't going to worry about it. It just makes it a lot easier and a lot faster if I go ahead and just do this. Now, if you take damage, you will lose whatever level you have currently. So you want to be careful taking damage. But the more levels you gain, the more firepower you will have. You can see I've got 3 shots now and missiles, and the fire rate will go up the more you level up. The more missiles you'll gain as you level up, and I'll try to level up real fast here to show this off. Of course, I will. It'd probably be better just to show off that trophy, because by the time this is done, I will have done several of these hacking jobs where I will have leveled up all the way. And instead of showing that off right now, I should show off how to get that trophy. But it's not that hard. You can see all of the path for everything. Where you would where you can see where you would have to, or what you have to do to dodge all of the ion things, so that you wouldn't have to worry about leveling up. It's not that hard. Of course, the first one is always going to be the easiest, doing that kind of stuff. Like I said, I did it on level 2, or I guess the second hacking job like this. Sorry, but so it doesn't really matter where you do it, but the earlier ones will definitely be a lot easier for you to do that, because you definitely want to be leveled up to fight that last boss. It makes it a lot easier. You don't have to be, but it definitely makes it a lot easier because of the fire rate and the way that the shield pops up in the laser. You saw that there was blocks that you could hide behind. I did take damage, and like I said, every time you take damage, you lose 1 level. So you want to be very careful. So you have to smash the circle button to lift that up.
Let's try that gate over there. Think you can open it?
No problem, chum. Fresh fish coming up.
So this shouldn't be too difficult. Just again, repeatedly tap the circle button to lift the gates open, and then just travel through here. You know, there are several things that you can break for coins. Some things will give you more coins than others. These
Hold up, Murray. Those mammoth lightning bugs will give you a nasty shock. Lucky for us, that large plant is a giant lamp leaf. Hitting it will make it glow and attract the bugs. Give it a whack and get those things out of our way.
Awesome! You know how much I like to hit stuff!
these boxes and treasure in his treasure chest will give you more. I guess that could have been a coffin, but just smack the lamp leaf, and you can see the bugs will go towards it. Then all you have to do is just run across real quickly. The lamp leaf will die out after some time. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, you can see the pattern for this is pretty simple. It's not that difficult to figure out how to get past it either. And you can see right before these spikes come up,
Be careful jumping on those lily pads, Murray. This is one situation where your muscle mass may be problematic.
which means that if you stay on those too long, they will sink. So you want to be careful. So you have to throw that rock at that lamp leaf to be able to hit it. Is just wait for the arrow to appear.
The fish should be biting right now.
Which is not too difficult. And I believe every time it auto saves, I believe that's where a checkpoint is. So that's a good way to tell where a checkpoint begins. I don't believe manually saving will actually count as a checkpoint, so you won't be able to do that.
Let's see. Without a real fishing pole, I'm going to have to use this old magnet from Murray's toy robot. I've calibrated its output to coincide with the fish's own bioelectric fields, so if I can keep it close enough, it should attract them like a charm. Talk about animal magnetism. I just have to tilt like this to move it around.
So you see, all you have to do is just tilt the controller, and they did let you
Perfect speckled cave dipper.
practice with it for a few seconds while Bentley was explaining that. I don't
Like jujubes. It's a rare giant ball of Lansky.
I don't believe it matters as long as you don't catch those electric eels, but
Big-eyed bug eater.
those
I see you hiding there.
it may not matter.
Just long-nosed snorkeler.
And I don't believe it has to be different types of fish.
Beautiful largemouth horseface.
I'll catch one of these eels real quick just to see if it actually matters. Don't think it does, though. It's just whatever you can find easily, which definitely helps. Makes that a lot easier.
Okay, Murray, take that fish to the cart.
So thankfully you can jump, which makes it a lot easier. Sadly, you cannot run fast, but you are not on a time limit, so that does not matter.
Murray, you won't be able to activate that plant while holding the fish. Try throwing them into that old cart. You can pick them up again after you get rid of those lightning bugs.
So let's see, where's that cart at? There it is. So, and you don't have to worry about hitting any of the bugs. You saw it did go through one of those bugs, so you don't have to worry. Like I said, you don't have to worry about that. And then you just get back by the cart, pick it up again by stomping. Not too difficult, to be honest. Just want to be fast on these lily pads. Of course, be careful. Watch out for the timing and the patterns on the for the spikes. But really, this isn't too difficult. It's very easy, especially because you can throw from so far away, and you don't have to worry about making sure that you're accurate in your throwing. As long as the arrow is pointing in the direction of the cart, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about Bentley taking damage either. So just focus on getting out, and like I said, it's not that difficult at all. And then just throw that in the cart, and then you've got it.
Man, this is a serious load. Do you think Ryoichi will make us some sushi as a reward?
I'm not sure, but let's just get this fish back to him without El Jefe's goons turning us into sashimi.
Never fear!
So this is one of these shorter, easier missions. But again, 10 minutes if you want to call 10 minutes short. The fishing, since it is timed and you have a minute and a half to finish it, that can be kind of viewed as being somewhat difficult or challenging, but really it's not. It's very easy, and it's very easy. The motion controls for the controller is not that difficult. Of course, there will be some jobs where you have to use the motion controls that'll be difficult, but thankfully the fishing is not that bad, and you don't even actually have to have the magnet exactly over the fish for it to start turning red. And once the fish start to turn red, they will slow down or actually stop with some of the fish, so that makes it a lot easier as well. But if you noticed, Ryoichi had a job as well as Murray. I just figured I'd just go ahead and start as Murray just to get it over with. Usually what I would do is I would do everyone else but Murray, but because that particular job was not that difficult and it did show off one of the hacking jobs, I figured might as well. And let me see, where do we have to go? Now the Ryoichi has his own set of moves. A lot of his moves act pretty much like Sly. He can pickpocket from guards, as we've already seen. He can do a different type of obliteration other than Sly. From Sly's, it's I guess unique. I'm not sure that's really the right word, but and they also have unique. Oops. I guess all of Sly's ancestors has their own unique obliterate, or I guess takedown or knockout, whichever one you want to call it, and also a super attack, which is, and you can see what that does by itself. I probably won't use it on an enemy because it takes so long to charge up, but I'll try to remember to. I didn't look at the map for the fish, that last job. Crap. That stinks. Like I said, I don't look at the maps at all.
The plan's simple. El Jefe only comes out of the castle to talk to Madame Geisha. If we want to know what he tells her, we're going to need her costume. The good news is, I discovered she's on vacation, and El Jefe doesn't know it yet. The bad news is, it looks like the Geisha house is locked up tight. There's no way to get in from the street. If only you could get to the roof.
For a ninja, there is always a way.
Okay.
Talk to you inside, Bentley-san.
And so you can, I guess you can't hop onto the rope, but there is a rope here for you, excuse me, for you to use. Now, if you noticed, Ryoichi just does not have a paraglider, so that will make traveling around a little bit more difficult than with Sly, because he can use a lot of the thief moves that Sly can, such as the spire jump and all that, and climbing up on bamboo and pipes and all that kind of stuff, or rope. And but the one thing that he doesn't have is the paraglider, which does significantly limit his maneuverability, and you really have to stay on the ground a lot more often than you would with Sly.
Ryoichi, it appears that Madame Geisha's outfit is locked inside that large container. Although you'll probably want to stay off the floor in here. No sense alerting the guards.
Of course. Does a cat by the rats?
Right. Okay. We can get in through the top, but judging from the lock mechanism, it appears to be open remotely. I'm going to need you to locate and activate the control devices. It looks like the doorway to the first wing is open. There's bound to be one in there, and a whole load of traps, so be careful.
Arigato, Bentley-san. I do not see how Murray-san will fit into that outfit. Perhaps he is very flexible.
Oh, really? That monkey saw me. Pull this map up real quick. See what it looks like. This guy's got loot on him. As long as I don't kill him, I should be okay. See there, a small guard He's got ivory chopsticks, but you know, how many guards that I pickpocket from to try how many big guards that I pickpocket from, and all they had was just all they had was just
Drops are almost too easy for a ninja.
all they had was just the 100 items. So just be careful. I believe if you, oops, I thought that water was a little bit more a lot shallower than it was. Let's time this right, because you're gonna have to stand on. Need to get up here because you're gonna have to stand on the tree. So you can see just how useful that move is. And so you can see some of those guards from the prologue. If you want to steal some loot from them, oops. Yeah. Now might not be a good idea. To see who has any loot on him. That guy does, I think. No. Well, crap. I will. It's really not even a good idea to take loot from those guys right now. There will be other instances where you can take loot from them in different episodes later on, which won't result in job failures. But just like I said, you know, you can see where that those guards do appear. Oops. Oh, I swore hitting these was an instant failure. Maybe it's just different ones. Oops. Whoa. Be careful, because both of these furnaces have dead ends on them. So if you are going to use that. No, I guess this is an inactive one. If you are going to use that technique to try and gain a little bit of distance with the pipes, you'll have to be careful, because you won't be able to. You may run into a wall and get burnt. Alright, so if I remember correctly, this is a pain hacking mission. Thankfully, they don't have too many of these types of hacking missions, but yeah.
Time to try out my new code cracker. I need to guide the spark through the circuit before that timer runs out. Good thing I programmed the guidance system to use my motion sensor. I just need to tilt in the direction I want the spark to travel.
Yeah, just a gimmick to try to use the motion sensor on this stinking controller. But you can see you have to collect the little purple clocks to try and increase your time limit. You don't. I guess that just practices, because there's really no reason to continue doing it. And that's exactly what I was about to say. If you fall off, it is an instant failure, so you want to be very careful. There is no trophy based around beating these in a. Oops, beating these in a. What the? There we go. There is no trophy based around beating these in a certain amount of time, so you don't have to worry about that. Just get to the end however you can. These are a pain, and they will continue to get harder, just like all of the hacking missions do. But these are definitely a pain. So just be careful with these. They stink, and I wish they hadn't. I wish they wouldn't have added so many, or even added them at all in the game, because it's just a gimmick to use the motion controls. Be careful around here. I guess I should have just kept moving.
Unlock that geisha outfit for Mari-san.
Sounds like I'm gonna be able to get back up there, so to head around here. And there we go.
Target acquired. Agent Hawk going in.
Mari-san, please be careful. That cable looks rather delicate.
Have no fear. The Murray is here. Okay, Murray. It looks like we're going to have to try out your disguise a bit earlier than expected. I hope you remember the routine we rehearsed. You there! What's going on? Explain yourself! Konnichiwa! I am the most famous Madam Geisha. Please allow me to entertain you.
So this is a rhythm mini game where you have to push the correct buttons at the correct times, as you can see here. The top is triangle. As long as you just get it into that little box on the right side there, you can see right where I'm touching it. You have a certain amount of misses. I'm not. Oops. Okay, so you have as many misses as your health bar allows. And I guess it refills every time you get a correct. You get a correct match, I guess. As you can see, which buttons are where. And excuse me a moment. All right, sorry about that. Anyway. So just like any rhythm game. You have to keep going until you get, you do enough of the segments to win. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's a rhythm game. This one's, because this is the first one, it's pretty easy. There's not that many. I think there's maybe 2. I know there is 2 for sure, but I'm not sure if there's any more than that. I really don't remember off the top of my head. So they really don't use that as as much. And you can see, I guess if you get a perfect segment, you gain extra money. I wasn't sure if that was for a perfect segment or not. I'll try here and see if as long as I don't miss any. There is no trophy tied to this one, getting it all perfect, but the next, the second one, I'm pretty sure is, if it is the second one, that is the one that has the trophy tied to it. So you can mess up as many times as you need to, as long as you don't fail it, of course. But oops, crap. Well, I guess it's just if you go long enough, maybe it's just getting this section perfect. Maybe if you get it right as soon as it. I guess all it has to do is just with that last section with the sparkles by the buttons. Hopefully it's done now. Yeah, thankfully it is done. So this is at least the first section of this is not too bad. Though this section is kind of one of the more weird missions in this game, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, it's not that difficult. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. At least the first part of it is, and the rhythm game section portion is not that difficult as well. Not sure why he's in his geisha outfit for, to be honest. Looty shake. So this is how you get loot from him. So that's good. While holding Bentley, or not while holding Bentley, while holding guard. Sadly, you can't. That's not something that you get right at the start of the game. But anyway, so you can see we have 2 more jobs for one for Ryuichi, one for Bentley. I guess I'll go ahead and get Ryuichi's out of the way. I guess I could start as Bentley because we haven't. Well, I guess we did play as Bentley once during the prologue episode. But just to go ahead and do Ryuichi's, because the ancestor missions are usually, I wouldn't say easier, but they're a little funner to play, just because it's almost like playing Sly with a few of your own abilities taken away from you, but some newer ones added because of the ancestor specific abilities. It should be in here somewhere. Be careful not to alert the guard. He doesn't have any loot, so knock him out. And so you can see here, these will tell you. These will kind of give you a little bits of the story of the series. You can see this talking about Clockwork, which is all of this text here is from the first game.
Okay, Ryuichi, we need to collect samples from those strange plants growing high on the cave wall. Commonly known as the spiky wall climber, it secretes a biotoxin we can use to make sushi rolls that will put any guard to sleep instantly. Just be careful not to be overcome yourself.
Bentley-san, did I not explain?
You're a ninja master. I know.
Hey, now, allow me to show you how it's done.
Well, now at least I know where Sly gets it from.
So you just want to be careful not to alert any.
This plan works. We can rid our land of this villainous tiger.
You have to be careful not to alert the guards. You can see they do have loot on them. So if you want to figure out their patterns, their movement patterns, well, I'm not going to chase him all the way back there, because that would just be wasting time for no reason. But you can, very easily if you need to. So this should, as long as it's, oops, I was going to say as long as it's clear. I guess I have to use this. So even with Ryuichi's move, I don't believe I would be able to. I believe I have to actually hit that lamp leaf to activate this.
I must strike the blossom to extract the poison. This compound will topple even the largest enemy.
Pretty sure I have to go.
This poison will make those guards sleep like babies.
Pretty sure I have to go this way now. You can see up there. There's an upper route. Oops. Trying to avoid that guard, but if I only thought I was a little bit faster. Oops. Just wait for him to lose interest in me. There we go. Pick and get those few coins from him, and Oh, there we go. So Swiss cheese, that is the 100 coin item that I don't believe I got. During the prologue. I'm gonna get rid of him just so he doesn't bother me anymore. And no health, that stinks. Oh man, I guess I did get a little bit from that frog. Let me see, I guess I have to go this way. Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. A rope of some sort that I could climb up on. Let me see, just be careful. Oops. Ah, crap, I didn't see that other hook until I was already in the air. And you can jump up ropes faster than actually climbing, so that will help you travel faster while climbing up ropes if you just jump and then continuously hit the circle button to keep latching on to the to the ropes to make sure that you don't fall, and so that you can easily climb up them faster, as I just said.
To extract the poison.
So not too bad. Did take me a little bit longer because I messed around with that guard trying to get the loot from him, as well as I had trouble trying to figure out where the rope was. But not too bad. It's one of the, definitely say another. I guess that could be one of the smaller missions. But you see, there is no thief net items right now. I believe I believe you can only get new ThiefNet items as if you do one of the 3 main characters missions. The Ancestor missions, I don't believe, will give you any ThiefNet items, because the Ancestors do not have ThiefNet items that you can get. But I know I have another job as Bentley, but I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I hate to, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'll try to fit more episodes instead of just 3. I'll try to fit 4 jobs in, but these are ranging in different amounts, and I've been going for about 30 minutes now. So we'll start with Something Fishy, since that was the first job that I did. Something Fishy was a job for Bentley and Murray in episode 1 of Sly 4. To make the finest sushi, Ryoichi needs some help finding the freshest fish. And I don't see any additional information, and there is no trivia. So I will move to Spiked Sushi. Spiked Sushi. Spiked Sushi was a job for Ryoichi in episode 1 of Sly 4. Description: collect the secret poison used in Ryoichi's famous knockout sushi. I don't see any additional information there, so we'll do Pretty in Pinker. Pretty in Pinker was a mission for Ryoichi, Bentley, and Murray in episode 1 of Sly 4. Description: steal Madame Geisha's outfit to use in an undercover operation. Again, I don't see any additional information or trivia, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is, how many button prompts were there during the rhythm section of Pretty in Pinker? I thank you for watching. Next time we will do Tiger Tail, and that should lead us into the heist job. If it doesn't, there should be about 2 or 3 more jobs after that, but we'll see in the next episode. So until then, later everyone.